I feel like when you think about sports duos, right? Yeah. Everyone always is talking quarterback, wide receiver. Yeah. I feel like catcher and pitcher, maybe. I know I'm missing some right now. Whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, right. It's all good.
I feel like running back, fullbacks, a slept-on little duo.
Oh, no question.
Like your guys' relationship.
Moose Johnson, Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
When you think about, the different guys that played fullback position and think about Corey Schlesinger, Barry Sanders. When you think about different guys that played Tom Rathman and, friggin' number 33, Roger Craig. When you think about fullback duos, I remember Sean Alexander and Matt Strum that played together in Seattle. There were so many fullback duos that was, you're absolutely right. Sam Gash and, those guys that I'm watching, these guys, how they used to play, Larry Centers, unbelievable fullback. There's a lot of great fullback and running back tandems, like you're saying. It totally should be those duels, but I had so much fun.
I was saying, that sounds just fun.
Yeah, God.
That gotta be fun.
And we wanted to be the best. I mean, Priest Holmes and Tony Richardson in Kansas City. So it was like me and LT was like, dude, we're going to be the best duel. So it was always challenging, but fun, rewarding. And it's sad now because I don't see fullback, tailback duels. Yeah. I mean, of course, McCaffrey and Juice
seem like they got a cool dynamic.
Oh, they're unbelievable. They're the best at it. So it's just, I used to love those duels.
That's so badass.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Having the opportunity to, when LT got inducted, have the opportunity to be there and have the role you had on that.
I was so honored, because
did you get presented the opportunity?
Yes, he said, hey, he could have had Marty, he could have had Drew Brees, Antonio Gates, Phillip Rivers. I mean, there were so many people that he could have had do it, offensive line, but he chose me.
Wow.
And I was so honored to be able to have this guy have me induct him to the Hall of Fame. That moment was so surreal for me to be able to present him the jacket. That was that moment that you're like, wow, I'm up here with arguably one of the greatest running backs, top 5 running backs that ever played in the National Football League. And he chose me. So it was a humbling experience. It was unreal.
When are you going to get your jacket?
I know. He's been pushing. There's a lot of people who've been pushing. I think that there's some guys in the Hall of Fame. I look at, with me, it's very simple. When I look at a guy like Larry Centers, you got to go look him up. This guy caught 100 passes, 100 balls as a fullback. Unbelievable.
Wow. He
should be in. There's another guy that I think if you talk about Moose, look at Moose, what he did for Emmitt Smith. I think that you look at who's the best. If you said, hey, who's the best running fullback that you've seen? It should be Mike Allstott. When you think about A-Train,
dog.
He's a dog. I mean, we had a backfield when I played in Tampa.
I saw a clip of you guys. That shit was fucking crazy.
That was the Rhino. It's called Rhino backfield.
Okay, tell me this. There's this clip of you been hit back. You guys were in Tampa, right?
Tampa. Did you see us killing people?
Fucking crazy.
Murdering.
Tell me that backfield. Tell me how that went.
It was 560 pounds coming at you. Mike was 260. I'm 250, and you're talking about Dorner, 600 pounds coming at you.
Yeah.
Guys would get out of the way. We played that Minnesota. They only lost.
It's called a Rhino?
Rhino backfield. Because we had 2 rhinos back there. We would just try to break guys' neck and just say, try to tackle us if you can. And when me and Warwick Dunn was in the backfield together, it was called Pony. Smaller. So, but it was, man, I was just in Tampa this weekend with Mike Allstott at his golf tournament. And, dude, we just watched those clips and watched those moments. We just absolutely adored it. It was so much fun.
It looked fun.
That backfield was deadly.
God. Well, I mean, when you get your jacket, you think it's just fullbacks in general? You think it's just I don't want to call it disrespectful. It's not as shiny as certain other things.
It's disrespectful because let's be honest, the NFL does a horrible job.
Yeah,
they do a horrible job because if you're not a receiver, a running back,
gotta be shiny.
Or a quarterback, shiny. They don't. You like you said, you don't really get it for offensive guards, centers, and it's horrible. They don't recognize that position, and it's terrible that you don't. Though it really is.